Hi everyone, welcome to AI Sciences, and this is Sehri Shakil with you. And what we have brought for you in this video, that I am going to show you a very interesting feature on the Power BI desktop. For this, before it, I have shown you already how you are going to get your data. So in already existing data, I'm going to use another data set. In fact, I'm going to import it, and then I'll apply different kind of operations on the data, and I'll give you that how you are going to connect your different data sources, and within one data source also different tables. I think you are just confused at what I'm talking about. So don't get confused, because everything will be clear at the end of this video. So let's get started. For that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the option of get data, and I'm going to use the Excel workbook, and I'm going to use another data set with the name of budget. Let's open it. Last time what we did, that for opening data set, we just loaded it with the form of load. For this, I have this budget table. So instead of loading, I'm going in the transform data option. For transformation data option, this is opening query editor for me. And this is that the beauty or the easiness which is provided by the Power BI, that you can make your data clean by using query editor. This is very important. Most of the people, they say that Power BI is excellent in reporting. We use it for the reporting purpose, for analysis purpose, for showing something to the stakeholders. Yes, these are the advantages of using Power BI. But what is the story behind? How you're getting your data? How you're cleaning your data, or you're removing the messiness in your data? This is the option where we are working. So this is the actual kitchen of the Power BI, where you are cooking different kind of tables and you are adding different kind of ingredients to it. So let's start with the ingredients, that what you want in this particular Power BI editor. See in my data, this in this table, these three rows are looking extra to me. So what I can do, you remove these rows, and this is by reducing the rows, that how you want to remove the rows. And I want to remove from the top rows, and it will ask me that how many rows you want to remove. And let me just confirm it again. I want to remove two top rows. So I'm just writing 2 and click OK. You need to keep your eye on the right hand side of the step here. When I'm clicking OK, what is happening here? That step is being added here, that remove two top rows. And this is done for every step you are doing in the query editor. So this is beauty and effectiveness of Power BI. Like unless the cooking, for example, once you have added salt, you can increase the amount of the salt, but you are not going to remove it. You can't remove it from your complete dish itself. But here in Power BI, if you have done any step wrong, or if you want to change the arrangement of the step, you want to add some extra thing to the step later on, you just need to go on that particular step, and then you can make modifications. So this is providing you much easiness in the Power BI. Let's see another one. That here I want these category, subcategory, product name as my header option. So what I can do here, I have the option that use first row as header. I'm clicking over it, and this is also being added here, promoted header 1. My first row is added as the header option. We are not stopping here. I'm seeing here that I have some null values, and in my data I don't need that null values. So what I can do, I'm going in the category option. In my category, I need to apply one filter, clicking on the arrow, and what I need to do, I need to apply the text filter, that here in my data, before it, let me start with another one, that here I have in my data, I have different kind of total amounts also. In my query editor, I don't need that totals. So because for totaling, we will use the different options of DAX. We'll apply measures, we'll apply calculated columns, we'll apply different kind of row security level. So this totals, wherever total is being done, that I want to remove. So I'm going in my category. This is for applying filter. You have different filters on different options. For example, this is my text data. If I'm going towards, let's say, some numerical data, I'll have different kind of filters. See, this is the number filter which is applied here, that how much your data is looking like. Right now, I'm interested in my text filter, and clicking over it, my text filter, and this is in text filter. I want to apply that which does not contain uh, total value over there. Clicking OK. So here for my data, all those things are removed which are including total. And have you noticed that all null values have also gone? So that's why I didn't apply null step before. I applied filtration of total, because in total automatically my null values have gone, where my data was looking incomplete or having the missing values, that has removed again. And if you see in the right hand side, that step is also being added automatically, that I have applied the filter. Let's see more. Here in my data, I have different kind of values starting from the January, then February, March, April, and so on towards December. So instead of applying it in this way, I want that this should appear as rows, so to make it more visible. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select January, and proceeding towards it, I'm going to select my other columns also, like January, February, March, April, May, and so on. June, July, August. Oh, not moving. Right? September. Then going towards down again. This is October, November, and December. I want actually as the pivot column option. So where that column option will be available to me, I need to go to the transform option, and here in transform, I'll have the option of pivoting the table in a different way. So let's see. Alright, here I have this option in transform, that this is going to do transpose, that this is transposing the table, treating rows as column and columns as row. And when I'm clicking over it, this is doing that option, that my rows are being I need to remove this step because I have not selected all terms. So let me do it again. I'm just clicking on the delete option, that this step is not done correctly, and after that I can repeat this. This is the easiness which is being provided to you, that you can remove any step at any particular time and then you can do it again. So this is not like the coding that what we have done, that is inevitable and that is difficult to remove. So this is providing you much easiness by using Power BI. So after selection, I'm going towards the unpivot column option, and I'm going to unpivot only the selected columns. So see that are being removed as the selected as the unpivot one for different values of January, February, March, April, and this is being added as an attribute. So now this attribute which I have done from shifted in fact from my column towards the row, I need to change the value of it, the name of the variable in fact. So I'm just clicking over it, and this is I'm giving as the name as date. So this, when I'm giving the name as date, this value is being added, and this is not the correct text data type. I need to change the data type also. So clicking over it and changing its data type from day to date. So this is already converting this to data type, and this is how you can in fact change the formatting also of your particular field. Now let's see, this is what this is now actually the budget amount with respect to this particular date. So changing its name also, giving it the name of budget amount. All right, and this is giving already the data type of numbers. I think we have done with all the basic steps which we need. This is as per your choice. If your data is more messy, you need to clean it by using all other steps required in your data analysis. For me, this is done. So, for that, after finishing, I need to go in home and I need to apply, close and apply button. So this is closing my this particular table, and after closing it, this particular table will be added as a field in this my fields option. Now these five are data tables from my one data set, and this is going to be my table from the other data set, and I can grab its view in my modeling also data modeling option, that how different kind of linkage is being created among these data tables. So this is, let me show you in by reducing the magnification of it. So this is how this is arranged, how the data model is made between all the data tables which I have connected, and this is how it is linked with my data set. Have you noticed, like, let me explain you. Maybe you are thinking that I have created this model. No, till now I have not done anything in this modeling tab. This is by default, which is being created by Power BI by analyzing that one which table is linked with which other table and how it is being linked. For example, how territories are linked with sales table. For example, how customer is linked with sales table. So this is how different kind of arrangements are being done between the tables in my data modeling tab. Your arrangement is really important, because based on this arrangement you are going to apply your DAX, and you are going to apply anything, or in fact, if I use a word, that you are going to represent it in the reports. This is based on how you have linked all these tables. So as your query editor is important, in the same way your data modeler is really important to make perfect report for your data set. And for that, if you want to have more practice or you want to explore it more, we have designed a complete course or business intelligence with Power BI and with Tableau and with Excel, using fundamental concepts of business intelligence, and that link of the course is given in the description box given below. And moreover, we are here to, like, if you are finding any difficulty in finding anything, or you want to revise any concept, we are more than welcome to provide you with that particular knowledge. So for that, again, for data model, let me explore you that how you're going to design your data model based on your DAX function. So as till now our query editor is being done, now let me explain you the data model. This is the complete data sets, or the tables from my data sets. Let me arrange it a little bit, and I'm just making the arrangement like this way, that I'm using my lookup tables at the upper hierarchy, and I'm using data tables at the lower hierarchy. Lookup tables, they are normally like smaller in length as compared to the data tables, and data tables are being used to find out the data related to any of the lookup table. For convenience, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove already existing relationships among these tables, and I'll create the new relationships based on what we are understanding. This data model which you will make, that is that going to be used for making the reports, for applying the DAX functions, for using different kind of calculations and analysis purpose of business intelligence. So let me delete all existing relationships among the data tables, and this is by default created in business Power BI. I have not done anything on this tables yet. So this is now plain one. Now let's see how easy it is to define the relationship. I am finding here key like I'm key like the customer key, and here with the customer key itself I need to link it. So for that, what I need to do, I need to just drag it towards this customer key, and by doing it, what is being done, this relationship is being created between the customer key and the customer key here. So this is just by dragging towards here. For me, direction doesn't matter because it is by default. It is taking my from lookup table towards the data table, and it has made one is to many relationship between the customer and the sales. Let's do same way with the product key here, and the product key towards my sales table. So linking product key with the product key. This is done here. So let's see, is it yeah, same one is to many relationship is being created between the product and the sales table. Now same way I'm trying to track the sales territory key, and I'm going to link it with the sales territory option here. I need to make it drop little bit for making it clear. So this is my sales territory key. Let me delete it again here because this is now linking it with the sales amount. So I'm deleting it from here, clicking yes, and now I'm going to link my sales territory key and linking it with sales territory key here in my sales table. All right, that is going to done, and when I'm clicking on this relationship, it is showing me that sales territory key of the territories is linked with sales territory key of the sales table. Same is the way that I'm going to link the calendar with the order date. So let's take order date and drag it towards the date table here in the calendar. So this again, a relationship is being created with the order date and the date table. Till now, these were the tables which were linked with the one table data set itself. For budget, I'm going to do the same way with the date table and linking it with the date table of calendar. So this way, I have created the relationship between calendar and budget table. And you need to think that these are belonging to different data sets. So this is the way how we have linked calendar with a budget table. Let me see now that in budget table, which other fields we have. So if I'm going to expand it, I have budget amount category. I'm finding category here, and I think category is available in my product table also here. Let me see. Yes, here also I have the option of category and subcategory. So I can link up my budget table here with the product key or with category. Let me put it with product key here. So dragging towards the product key and putting it towards the product key of budget table here. So this is linked between the product key and the budget table. So this is a simple model which I have made. I have not done any complexity here because this is if you are from the database background or data science background, you'll be remembering that we used to make this diagram when we are making design of the system, and for that we need to apply really important concepts that how different tables are being linked. Here this is much easier for you that you have just think over the structure of the table, that how tables are being linked, and for each table then you have plotted the relationship by just dragging one table and putting it over the other one without writing any particular query. So this is how different kind of relationships are being created, and if I'm clicking on any particular relationship, this is going to open me this kind of dialog box, and which is showing me that the cardinality of the relationship is what, how much the cross filter direction is appearing. Is this relationship active one, or this is going to be the inactive one, or do you want security filters to be applied in one side or on the both sides of the table, and how they are linked in the sales table and customer key based on which particular entity. So here this is like based on my customer key of the sales table and customer key of the customer table. These two tables are being linked based, and that is based on one is to many relationship coming towards from the lookup table towards the data table. And this is applying for any kind of relationship. You can make it one as the active one, the other one as the inactive one. You can make more relationships. You can create many to many relationships. This is your easiness, how you are designing your model. And I must say that before going towards the reports tab, which is right here, you must make your proper model, and you must make your query editor perfect one, so that your reports will not have any kind of flaw, and that will become much easier for you to do analysis. We are not stopping here. We have designed a complete course for you on the based on the business intelligence using Power BI, and you can get the complete benefits of that course by just clicking on the link provided in the description box. And that is purely designed for the people who are just the beginners and they don't have any particular knowledge of business intelligence or Power BI before. So don't miss up the chance and click over there and check all the introduction of the course what we have brought for you. And for this is like we are winding up here, but we are not finishing. We have much for you to cover in the coming weeks also. For that, you need to stay tuned with our channel for the latest updates and knowledgeful videos.